Hello students, myself Devendra Juneja, PGT Computer Science, KV Sarai Khas. In the previous video, we discussed about string functions. In this video, we are going to discuss date and math functions. First date function is currDate or current underscore date function. These are two functions basically, currDate and current underscore date function. These function returns the current date in YY-MM-DD format or YY-MM-DD format. It depends on whether numeric or string is used in the function. Let's see the example. The first example is select currDate. It shows the current date in YY-MM-DD format. Means first it shows year dash month dash day. Next example is select currDate plus 1. Here we are adding 1 in the current date. So it shows the current date in YY-MM-DD format, means in numeric format, as we are adding 1. So it is converted into in numeric format. Next function is now function. Now returns the value of current date and time in YY-MM-DD space HH:MM:SS format, means year dash month dash DD colon space hours colon minutes colon second format. Let's see the example. Command is select now semicolon. So it shows the current date in this format. First year dash mm dash day, then space hours colon minutes colon seconds. Next function is sysdate. The sysdate returns the value of current date and time in YY-MM-DD space hours in HH:MM:SS formats. Means the sysdate function also returns the current date and time in the same format as now function returns. Means now and sysdate both returns the current date and time in this format. Let's see the example. Select sysdate semicolon. So it shows the system date in this format, year, month, day, then hours, colon minutes, colon seconds. Now see, as both functions sysdate and now, both function returns the system date, current date and time. Both function returns current date and time. Then what is the difference between sysdate and now? Let's see. Sysdate returns the time at which it executes. Sysdate function returns the time at which this function executes, means sysdate function executes, whereas now returns a constant time that indicates the time at which the statement began to execute. Means now indicate a constant time when the complete statement in which it is written, now function is written, starts executing. That time only it shows constant time, whereas sysdate function, whenever it executes, the time of executing this sysdate function is returned. So this is the difference. Sysdate returns the time at which this function executes. Now returns a constant time that indicates the time at which the statement began to execute. Let's see with the example. Here I have written command select sysdate, sleep10, sysdate. Here sleep function is used, it will make the system sleep for 10 seconds. Means first it will execute this state function, then it will sleep for 10 seconds, then it will execute the next sleep sysdate function. Now see the output. Here it shows, we will see this time part, 21:46, 21 minutes 46 seconds the first sysdate function executed, then slept for 10 seconds, then 21:56 it is executed. Means first sysdate executed at this time, then it's 10 seconds sleeping time, then next state is executed at this time. So sysdate returns the time at which this function executes. Whereas in this example you will see select now, sleep 10, now. Now function executes, then it will sleep for 10 seconds, then again now function executes. But what we see here, 17, 22, 23 and 17, 22, 23 same. Constant time is given. It returns constant time at time from which this statement started executing. This complete statement started executing. It gives the constant time. Next function is date function. Date function returns the date part of a date time expression. As we know, now function returns the date in this format, means date and time. In this format it is returned. Suppose we want to extract only date part, only this part we want to extract. What we can do? We can use date function. Date function extract only date part from a date expression. Now see, now function will give you current date and time, and its output will become input for date function. So date function will extract the date part from the date expression. Next function is month function. Month function returns the month part for the date within a range of 1 to 12. It returns the month part in the range of 1 to 12. For Jan, 1, for Feb, 2, like this. Let's see the example. Command is written select month within bracket now. Now we are using to get current date and time. It will give us current date and time in this format. Here output of this now will become the input for month function, and month function will extract month part and show the month, that is 5, as the current date is 28th May. So 5th month. So it returns 5. Next function is year function. Year returns the year for the given date. Means it will extract the year part from the date. Again I have used this function select current date. It is to show you the current date and time of the system. So it shows current date and time 28th May 2020. Now we are taking this function within year function, means the output of current date function will be input for the year function. So it extracts the year part, that is 2020. Next function is day name function. Day name function returns the name of the weekday of a date specified in the argument. Means weekday means Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, etc. it shows. Now see, again I have shown current date, that is 28th May 2020, and I'm here using select day name within bracket current date function. So current date returns current date and time, and day name function will get the day from that. That is 28th May. 28th May, the day name is Thursday. On 28th May, it is Thursday. So it shows Thursday. Next function is day of month, or we can use day function. These are two functions, day of month or day function. These function returns the day of the month for a given date. The day returned will be within the range of 1 to 31. Let's see the example. Select car date. Within it will return us the current date and time. That is the current date and time. This is the current date and time. Day is 28th. So day of month function extract the day, that is 28, from the current date. Here output of this function becomes input for this function, and it gets the day from this, that is 28. Day of month function returns the day of the month. Next is day of week. Day of week function returns the day of week, that is 1 to 7. 1 is returned for Sunday, 2 for Monday, 3 for Tuesday, like this, 7 for Saturday. Let's see it with the example. Here again the command select current date semicolon is written to show you the current date and time. This command is written select day of week current date. So day of week, that is on 28th, as we have already checked, day name is Thursday, and Thursday is indicated as 5. So weekday is 5, day of week is 5. Next function is day of year. Day of year returns the day of year for a given date. The return value is within range of 1 to 366. How day of year is counted? It counts from Jan 1 to till date, means current date. So see, here again I have shown select current date. It is 28th May 2020. Now suppose we apply this command select day of year current date, means it will count from Jan 1 to till date, means 20 up to 28th May 2020, how many days are passed in the year. So it will count from Jan to 28th May. How it will count? There are 31 days in Jan, 29 days in Feb, 31 in March, 30 in April, and today is 28th May, 28 days of May. So 28 these days. Now add all these days, that is 31 plus 29 plus 31 plus 30 plus 20. It gives us 149. It means this function gives us the day of year, that is 149, means today is 149th day of the year. Now we will start math functions. The first function is power m, n, or a similar function is POW m, n. These are two functions, power m, n or POW m, n. Both function returns the value of a number raised to the power of another number. It means, suppose we write a command power m, n. It means it will return m raised to power n. Let's see with the example. Command is written select power 2, 3. It means the output would be 2 raised to power 3, means 2 into 2 into 2 equal 8. The output will be 2 raised to power 3, 8. See the next example. Select POW 3, 4. It means the output should be 3 raised to power 4, means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 81. So output comes 81. Next function is mode function. It takes two parameters m and n. Mode mn. If this number m is divided by n, whatever remainder comes, that is the output. Means this function returns the remainder of a number divided by another number. If first number is divided by second number, the output is remainder of this division. Now see the example. Select mode 20, 3. 20 is divided by 3. It goes on 6. So remainder comes 2. This is the output. Now see all these functions, whether it is a string function or it is a math function or a date function, we can use all these functions with tables also. Here I am using this mode function with hospital table. Hospital table contains some attributes like name, age, etc. I am using name and age attribute. It will take the values name and age from the hospital table. And third, I am showing mode age, 3. It means it will take the age from the hospital table. For each record, the age will be divided by 3 and whatever remainder comes, that will be shown in this column. Let's see. The first student Arpit, first patient Arpit, his age is 62. Now 62 is divided by 3. Remainder will come as 2. Remainder is 2. Next patient's age is 18. It is divided by 3. Remainder comes 0. Next 68. If it is divided by 3, remainder comes 2. Like this, the output is shown by mode function. Now we can say the mode function returns the remainder of a number divided by another number. Means if m is divided by n, it returns the remainder. Next function is SQRT function. SQRT returns the square root of a non-negative number of the argument. Means SQRT function returns square root of a number and one argument it takes that should be non-negative. Here I have written command select SQRT 4. It returns 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Again suppose we write select SQRT 64. Square root of 64 is 8. So it will return 8. Now see the another example. Select SQRT age from hospital. It takes the age for each record from hospital table and find the square root and show the square roots. So there are 5 records in the table. For every record, it takes the age, find the square root and shows. Next function is truncate function. It takes 2 parameters n and d. N is the number which is truncated and d is the number up to decimal places. Means this n number would be truncated up to d decimal places. Let's read. Truncate returns a number after truncated to certain decimal places. The number n and the number of decimal places d are specified as argument of the truncate function. Means two parameters are passed. The first parameter, that is n, truncated up to d decimal places. Now see with example. Select truncate 20.789, 2. Now see in this example, this is the number 20.789. It is truncated up to 2 decimal places. Now how it is truncated up to 2 decimal places? Means after decimal place, that is dot, after dot there should be only 2 digits in the output. Means this 9 will be removed. This 9 will be removed. So output will come as this 20.78. Means only 2 digits are kept after decimal places. See the another example. Select truncate 15.536, 1. This number is truncated up to 1 decimal place. Means after dot only 1 digit we need in the output. So rest of the digits will be truncated. And we get output 15.5. Next function is round function. Again it takes two parameters n and d. Within scare I have written this d. It means it is an optional parameter. Means either we can pass one parameter, that is n only, or we can pass both n and d. If we leave this parameter, by default it is taken as 0. Means 0 decimal places. Now see what is the meaning of this round n. Rounds a number n up to d decimal places. Means this number n is rounded up to d decimal places. If we leave this d, then it will be rounded up to 0 decimal places. Now see, here in this function two parameters are there. N is a number which will be rounded up to d decimal places, and d is a number indicating up to how many decimal places n will be rounded. Default value of d is, as already we have discussed, it is 0. Now see, d may be positive or negative also. If we take negative, then the given number is rounded from the left of decimal place up to d place. Let's discuss with the example. Select round 354.678, 1. The meaning of this statement is, this is the number 354.678. It will be rounded up to 1 decimal place. Up to 1 decimal place means after dot we want only 1 digit. After dot only 1 digit is required. Means rest of the digits, means 7, 8 would be removed. But we have to see the first digit of the digit being removed, whether it is 5 or more than 5. If it is 5 or more than 5, then the previous digit will be increased by 1, otherwise it will remain same. So here we want this digit only, that is 6. 7, 8 is being removed. The first digit is 7, which is being removed. It is 5 or more than 5. 7 is bigger than 5. So this digit is increased by 1 and we are getting output 354.7. See the next example. Select round 354.674, 2. Here this number is rounded up to 2 decimal places. It means we need in the output only 2 digits after the dot, means 6, 7. It means 4 will be removed. It is not required now. Only 2 up to 2 decimal places we want in the output. So 4 is lesser than 5. It means this 7 will remain as it is, means it will be not increased. I repeat, if the digit which is being removed or first digits out of 2-3 digits which are being removed is 5 or more than 5, the previous digit is increased, otherwise it remains same. Here it is 4. 4 is less than 5, so it remains as it is, 6, 7. So we get output 354.67. Now see another example. Select round 354.674, comma minus 1. Now if D is a negative number, it rounds the given number from left of decimal place up to D place. It means now this number, it will be rounded, but it will be rounded from the left of this decimal place up to D decimal places, means up to 1 decimal place, means this 4 will be rounded and here 0 will be written. Now output we get, that is 350. See the next example. Here command is written, select round 344.674, comma minus 2. It means from left of this dot 2 decimal places will be rounded, means at this 4 place and at this 4 place 0 0 will come and output would be 300. Now see, if these 2 digits are removed, if these first digit of these digits which is being removed is 5 or more than 5, the previous digit is increased by 1. But here it is 4. So 4 is not more than 5, 4 is lesser than 5. So this remains as it is, that is 3. In the previous example also it remains as it is. Now see the next example. Select round 354.674, comma minus 2, means this number will be rounded from the left of decimal place up to 2 decimal place, from the left of decimal place up to 2 decimal place. So 5 and 4, here 0 comes, but the first digit is 5 which is being removed, so previous digit will be increased by 1, so 3 becomes 4 here in the output. So this is all in math functions. You need to do a little practice to be expert using these functions. You can click on the link given below to take the test, or you can have time, you can practice, and then you can come on this page again and click on this link. Click on this link to take the test. Thank you very much.